learning never ends, okay? So I'll not ask individually who the minister is, but at least at times it is important that we get to know our surroundings. So at this point in time, we are going to have a brief session. Remember, yesterday we had a brief session with was it yesterday? The other day, with the DPMOs who are sharing their impressions. And at this point in time, we are going to hear from the youth. Youth form about 70% of Uganda's population, and their thoughts matter.
In my mind, I was actually thinking, it just says Extension Week. It doesn't really say whether it's an exhibition, whether it's a conference. So in my mind, I was wondering, is it conference setting? Is it a show of sorts? But coming here, the experience has been, I think I would even, I don't know if it would be an upgrade, if we call it a conference or something, because having the side rooms, having the different organizations showcase what they are doing, for me that was actually a highlight.
When I heard of the Extension Week, what came into my mind, it was like I'm going to find a lot of actors who are in the agricultural value chain and the extension workers at the district level and the private sectors.
So my expectations before I came here was that, well, I'm going to make a lot of connections. It's time to connect. And I was really very excited that I'll come and make a lot of social capital, which I have done, and I'm very grateful for that.
My expectations rose with time when I was seeing the hype of the Extension Week, mostly in the offers group. Someone called Lisa, every time posting, 8 days to go, this person is going to be there, It was just a lot. I was like, if I miss this Extension Week, oh my God, I will have missed a lot.
I'm here giving the highlights from the regional preview event that we had, and it's the one that led to the National Extension Week that we are here for today. We are already aware of the main theme that we have. During the regional event, we had it in 5 locations. We had one in Soroti. The second location was in Fort Poto, the Greater Rwenzori. And then we also had in other 3 locations, that was Jumani, Gulu, and then Lira.
Here are some of the findings we got during the pre-event activities in the 5 regions of Uganda. The first one, we look at the market-driven agricultural extension advisory services. Also, there is a gap of accreditation of private extensions providers. Poor infrastructures and transport. This also affects their productivity. A farmer deep in Agavo there might produce a quality sunflower grains, but transporting it to the market become a problem due to bad roads and other things. And then low adoption and dependency. Most of our farmers rely on the earn-outs, which is not really a good practice. We need to do some mindset change so that they invest in most of these technologies. The next is uncoordinated approaches of technologies to the farmers. Some of the solutions realized are contract farming and then the government recruitment of agricultural extension officers, mindset change and training. Also integration of intermediaries, extension and service providers into the system. The next is the value chains. These value chains, we look at the priority crops being promoted by the government. And then low adoption and dependency. Most of our farmers rely on the earn-outs, which is not really a good practice. We need to do some mindset change. And then offers membership. Here we're looking at strengthening the institutional capacity and expanding the membership of offers. For those who have not registered, I kindly ask you to do the registration and be fully part of this member, because this is a body which is recognized by the government with nationally, internationally, and all. You have to present that certificate that you are offers. You can work anywhere outside Uganda.
For many years, we have our category of staff that actually have been left behind.
the animal husbandry officers. The structure does not provide for their promotion. When they graduate with their degrees, they can be employed, yes, but at a level of an officer. And indeed, up to now, these people can work up to time of retirement without being promoted either to senior level than therefore principal level. So I think MAIF and the UFAS should consider this as it has been proposed.
Mine is in addition to what our colleague has presented. When you look at the structure of production, we have one key professional that is left out in that structure, and those are the nutrition specialists. They are being trained in Bokalasa, but you will find they are nowhere in the district structures.
The Ministry of Agriculture has done a lot of good things for the districts and for the farmers. For instance, some 3 years ago also, they distributed tractors, hand-walking tractors, handheld tractors. In Aleptong, we received about 18 of them. And right now, as I speak, none of them is functional. And yet these are very good tools for opening land. And we also received one four-wheel drive tractor, which is still running in good condition. I was now suggesting that if it were possible, the ministry could train some technicians to ensure that these machineries which are distributed, which are given to the districts and sub-counties are operational.
When we talk about harmonization of extension, we're talking about linkages. We're talking about research, working together with extension, working together with the private sector, working together with the non-state actors and civil society, which we've all gathered here. So it is at the center of our heart that all this works together. So when the research cries out loud there, it may not happen tomorrow at the snap of a finger, because government goes through a process. But without speaking a lot of words, we're in the same boat.
At one time, we were able to submit through the Ministry of Finance and Planning that they should approve of 10,000 extension staff, and also their remuneration and the promotion. We are aware of the staffing gaps, both at managerial level at the district and also at foot soldier level at the sub-counties. In fact, if I was in charge, even a parish would have an extension officer with a minimum qualification of a certificate or diploma.
I want to thank Dr. Miro and the whole first board. Thanks for giving us an opportunity to be part of the extension week. We are really happy. We have learned and we have relearned, and we hope we are going to act and put into practice what we have learned, and together with all the extension workers who are here, thanks for coming. And I think you'll be able to bridge the gap between the researchers, the extension and the farmers, so that we boost the productivity of agriculture sector. Thank you so much, and I wish you well as you go back. Thank you.
On behalf of the local government officials who are here, we want to take the mantle in extension. We know it very well that in most cases we do a lot, but not a lot is also appreciated. That one is it's a narrative which is there. However, considering what we have got through this week, taking into account the other extension actors, I believe we are going to collaborate more and do more. Then in the end, I think we shall be recognized. For brothers who are coming from far, I want to wish you journey masses, and I wish in the next event we again come back and be in bigger numbers.
I am so humbled and grateful to be part of this function. At first what I thought is what not I found. I thank you so much, the organizers. Thank you so much, the presenters. Thank you so much, everyone that made this function successful. I have learned and ready to teach the Unyangabu extension workers what I picked from this place.
I'm actually excited. I'm overwhelmed, challenged by what has happened. It has been work, work no rest, but I think it has been worth it. The support from the WUFAS team itself, the board members who have supported us. Thank you so much. I would like to appreciate the attendance, everybody who is here. When I saw the numbers swelling, thank you very much. And I want to thank again my local government people for mobilizing yourselves at a short time and being here in numbers. People have actually shared, people have done a lot. The exhibitors, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the presenters. And I think that has really been, because this is what we wanted to actually harvest. What are the issues there? But also what are the successes?
We began this week with a clear premise for an effective agriculture extension for the last mile, but also arguing that we must work together if we are going to build a resilient and profitable market-focused extension. You know what, I'm an academic and I'm a great thinker and I'm a great designer, that I took time together with that team to design a very good extension week. Not alone, but together. We made sure that it is beyond just scientific presentations, to capture areas where you need to live, feeling you've been capacitated, and we will always continue to have you in our minds as your leaders, together with the Secretariat, whenever we design any event. WUFAS is more than ready to help you when it comes to creating standards, following them through. We may not be perfect, but you know what? We are here to be supported, to be guided to do that. Please, I don't know if you have any other motivated partner. When I'm teaching the students, I say, if you're going to work with the farmers organization, why struggle create a new one when there is already one which is already on the ground? WUFAS is on the ground, and we will be ready, sir, to work with the ministry to follow through with the standards, the guidelines, making our members here compliant by educating them, coaching them. We don't have to push them or to whip them as was suggested. We just need to encourage them and create an enabling environment for them to follow these standards.
On behalf of the GIZ country office, and also on behalf of our head of program for the Promoting Rural Development Program, PRODEV, I want to thank the Ministry of Agriculture, MAIF, for allowing such a platform to exist, like WUFAS, like the National Extension Week, where all partners, all practitioners, and other stakeholders are able to come together and share ideas. A lot of things have been discussed here that are very, very important. So we recognize the importance of all the focal areas that have been discussed here as part of the sub-themes of this event. Looking at the areas of scalable and market-driven agriculture extension service delivery, the part of sustainable and high-value chains that are very, very important, resilient and climate-smart agriculture systems that are very, very important, but also the professionalization of the workforce in the agriculture extension.
For us as AFAS, we are so excited to have been part and parcel of this Extension Week, and even just to be allowed to participate in supporting this Extension Week. It is possible I would have requested Beatrice, and she says no, we are well able as Uganda. But as we realize, AFAS, though stationed in Uganda, it's a continental platform. And our mandate is to bring together all the continental actors, or all the actors in agriculture extension and advisory service, into one platform to interact, to learn, to share experiences, and build one another.
It's both a privilege and profound honor to stand before this distinguished gathering as we conclude the Uganda National Agricultural Extension Week for 2026. Yes, first of all, I'd like to appreciate the organizers, and those include Uganda Forum for Agricultural Advisory Services, UFAS, the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, and of course the Africa Forum for Agriculture Advisory Services, among other players and stakeholders. This week has been rich with insights, discussions, as alluded to here in the previous presentations, speeches, which have been all encompassing, and all these are proof of a renewed sense of collective purpose. The theme, which is unlocking Uganda's agricultural potential, multi-actor agriculture extension and advisory services for resilient, digital and market-oriented food systems, could not be more timely or more relevant to the realities we navigate every day. One of the elements I've appreciated is the incorporation of AI and the digital, element, because most times we think it belongs to another world. But to see that we bring that and put it at the forefront, introduce systems, introduce platforms, and ensure that, okay, we don't only look at, what else, but how else can we unlock the potential. So as we have deliberated over the past days, one message comes through with unmistaken clarity, and that is that the future of Uganda's agricultural sector depends not only on any single actor, but on the power of collective action. And it is my prayer that we have all mapped out, the way forward, and as we go back, we are carrying a rich basket of information, of knowledge, and of renewed energy to ensure that we see and create the country that we want to belong to and enjoy. May God bless you all, for God and my country. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you so much for participating, and may God be the anchor of where we're headed. Thank you so much. God bless you.